Hello YouTube, Epicness the Best here with another redstone tutorial video. I thought since I was making redstone tutorial videos, I should practically first show you the basics of redstone. So here they are. If you don't know already, redstone comes from these redstone ores, which give you about, well, they don't give you about, I think they do give you a constant for each time you break them. And then if you're mining in a dark mine, you forgot your torches or anything, and if you're just mining, nowhere mine on top of these things, you can they just glow as soon as you just get on top of them or walk on them. Let's see, slash time set night slash time add 1000. There, you can see it actually glowing in the night. Just walk on it, just glows, and it gives you 4 these redstones per ore. You get the rest. Yep, it's not shining anymore. Wait, what? That didn't give me 4. Wait. Oh, it might give you 5, I guess. Yeah, it might give you 5 sometimes. So, putting back the diamond pickaxe and time set day. Alright. Now, since I already showed you redstone, when you place it down, it looks like that. And when it's turned on as a redstone current, it's turned like that. Redstone first, basically, when you're what redstone is, it's like electricity in real life, and it's really complicated to use if you compare it to real life. And then if you place the redstone next to each other, it's just gonna be wires, and you just can have them all over the place. And obviously, that's how when it has a redstone current, that's when it's going back and forth the redstone current to each other, and this is when it's turned off. And redstone currents can go all the way up to 16. No, it's 15 blocks, I think. No, 16 including the source. So its source block is right here. Source block is right there, and then that's one, and then the rest of them should be 15. All right. Okay. These are what can trigger redstone currents, and that says how you craft them. A stick and a redstone on top of the stick makes a redstone torch. A cobblestone and a stick on top of it makes a lever. These two on next to each other, two stones next to each other makes a pressure plate. Two oak wood, or they don't even have to be oak wood. Any type of wood makes a wooden pressure plate. Two iron ingots next to each other gives you a wooden pressure plate that's heavy, and then two gold ingots give you a wooden pressure plate that's light, which is actually makes gold a bit useful now, but you still might not need this as much. Probably if you're making a miniature map or something. And then one stone by itself gives you a button, and then one wood by itself, any type of wood again, gives you a wooden button. If you put 9 redstone in a block, it gives you a block of redstone. Then if you put a iron ingot with a stick on top, you get a tripwire hook. And if you put 3 glass on top, 3 nether quartz on the middle, and 3 wooden half slabs, doesn't matter which type of wooden half slabs, they give you a daylight sensor. Okay, redstone torches are triggered as soon as you place them, and there is no way to actually turn it off, other if, let me see, let me get some stone, and let me get some redstone torch, and then if you place the redstone torch on a block, and then the redstone current comes directly from behind the block, it just makes a redstone torch come off, and it has to be on the block or else it will not turn off. And if the redstone current is going right next to the block, then it will not turn off the redstone current. Redstone torch. It has to be going directly to the block. Now, the lever is a bit like torch. Only difference is you can actually turn it off and on. A button, about the same thing. Just you can turn it on and off, but you can turn it on but it only stays on for 3 seconds. Redstone current, and then the wooden button does the same thing. The only difference is that wooden buttons or anything that's particularly wooden so far can be triggered by objects. So if I find bow, which I should have found easily, and shoot it with a bow. Oh, I didn't miss. Oh, I should have fail. Force field hacks. Yeah, that's probably a bug or something. I have no idea. And yeah, that arrow should actually be there. Don't know what force field hacks is using or something, but it should be on there. It's just a bug in 1.1.5, I think. Should be a bug. I don't think it's gonna get there anytime soon again. Yep. So it can be triggered by a object and it'll stay on unless if you take the object off. Then there's this stone pressure plate. Just walk on it, activates a redstone current, and the wooden pressure plate. And there you do practically the same thing. Just walk on them, redstone current. Only difference, like I said, any wooden thing so far, it can be triggered by objects. Not only by shooting. Well, that's only one I think you can shoot at. You can't throw an object at it and trigger it. That would be hilarious. You can throw object on this and then it can be triggered by like that. The only difference between the weighted pressure plates, between the normal pressure plates, these cannot be activated by just simply walking on them. You have to activate those pressure plates by having objects. That's the only way you can activate those type of pressure plates. And they activate by throwing different amounts to them. Every stack I'm throwing is activating one and one more. And what's the difference between this one and this one? Is that if you saw how many stacks it took me to turn just a few of them on over there, if you're gonna make a weight and pressure plate, and if you really need it, it would be easier and faster to use this one other than the other one. That's the only difference between those two. Okay, and there's the tripwire. Tripwire, it needs to be placed on a block that's at least separated by 3 blocks, so you can place string on it so you can activate it. If it doesn't have string, it cannot be activated. If it has string, it can be activated. And then if you take off the string, that doesn't make it deactivate. The only way to safely deactivate these is by taking off the string with shears. Okay, now for the daylight sensor. The daylight sensor it practically does what the name of it is. It senses a daylight signal compared to what time of the day it is. So if I make this time set night, you can obviously see the difference between this redstone signal from during midday or near it to night, or when it's about to be night or midnight, is going down slowly and slowly until it goes to nothing, and then when it's morning slash time set, I don't know if you can do morning, but I most likely, yeah, slash, you can't do it slash day, but since when it's barely morning, it keeps on going up and up slowly. You should get the idea. It's just like a solar, whatever it's called, I forgot the name. Now there's a redstone block. The redstone block, the only thing is it's a block of redstone that gives a output of redstone to what it is next to. So if I put this redstone torch, like I said, a direct redstone signal turns the torch off. It puts out redstone signal no matter what side it's on, just even on top of it. Alright. Okay, now slash clear slash clear. Don't even know how to spell clear. All right. Now for the redstone repeater. The redstone repeater is made from 3 stone on the bottom, a redstone torch on each side, and then a redstone in the middle. You get the redstone repeater. The thing that the redstone repeater does, oops. The thing that redstone repeater does is when the redstone signal ends, you can either put it on the last or before the last redstone current that's still activated to renew the other redstone signal. So that's basically what it does. And then it also has 4 ticks. Each tick depends on the time for the redstone signal to turn on. If it's 4 ticks, it will obviously take longer to turn on than when it's at 1 tick. Oh wait, let me do it from here then. You can see a bit delay, and then if you do it from 1 tick, it just turns off and it turn on immediately. Okay, now talk about the redstone comparator. Redstone comparator is a new item in 1.5 that is made out of 3 stone on the bottom, another quartz in the middle, and then a redstone torch around like the top and sides of the next one, nether quartz. The nether quartz, even though it looks like a repeater, this is a comparator and this is a repeater. It does not renew the redstone signal. Even if it has the other option, it does not renew the redstone signal. But what the comparator does do, it compares the redstone signal from the side input, the difference between the side input and the back input. If um if the back input is weaker than the side input, then there will not be any input. So since this is like about, this is 3 redstone blocks away, and this is only 2. This is closer, so it's going to be stronger, and the redstone signal won't travel. So if I turn on this one, which is just 1 block away, the redstone signal does go through. Let me just turn this off and this off. Okay, since I was talking over there, it has another option. Even if the side signal is still stronger, it doesn't let it pass through. What it does do, let's see, turn this one off, turn this one off. It subtracts the redstone signal from the side, for the redstone signal from the back to the side. Let me see. Let me just put a bit more. It subtracts the, let's see, the redstone current strength from the side, no, from the back to the sides, and it determines the amount of redstone that is going to be outputted. Since I turned this off, it just lets the redstone signal go through, but since it's subtracting it, it only lets um, 1 block of redstone be travel through it. So if I use another one that's a bit farther away, it's gonna activate too, since it's 1 block less, 1 block farther away. And then if I activate this one, it's gonna be 3. And then if I activate this one, it's gonna be 4. And you know, if I keep on going over and over again, you get the idea. Now there is the piston and the sticky piston. You make a piston by having 2 cobblestone on the sides, on the bottom corner sides, and a iron ingot in the middle, redstone under it, and 3 wood. It doesn't matter, any wood on the top, and you get a piston. How you make a sticky piston is getting a piston and putting a slime ball on top of it, and you get a sticky piston. Okay, what do pistons and sticky pistons do? This is a piston right here. Let's see. This is a piston. What it does is pushes a block. That's the only thing it practically does. It only can push the block. What does the sticky piston do? Pushes the block also. But what can the sticky piston do? What this can't is move the block back with it. And obviously you can't put all the blocks you want. It can push, I think it can push almost any block other than bedrock, and it can't um retrieve any block that it pushes. There's some certain type of blocks that it cannot retrieve, and I don't remember what they are, but obviously you can't use TNT with it or else it will ignite the TNT. Alright, and something other that is also redstone is the redstone lamp, which is made by having glowstone in the middle and having 4 redstone around it, and you get a redstone lamp. What the redstone lamp is just a lamp of redstone. Well, it's a lamp made out of redstone that begin activated by redstone. This is a regular redstone lamp when you place it down, and this is how when it's activated. Redstone lamps can be activated if torches. Well, not only this, if a redstone current is going to them. So if you place a torch next to him, it can activate the redstone blocks if you place the torch behind the redstone block, or in front of the redstone block, or even on the sides. But redstone block cannot be activated by torches if the torches are on the redstone block. You know, it only has to be on the sides of it, or else it will not activate it. And right here, it's on the bottom of it, so you can also put it on the bottom and it still activates it. And it's a bit secretish too. Okay, and the only thing you can place on it, well, not the only thing, but something you can place on it that will still activate it is a lever, and levers can be placed all around it, and it will still activate it. Don't know if you can place it from the bottom, but I don't think you can. Wait, let me place it like this. Yeah, I can. I knew that, but oh, look, you can place it on the bottom too. Yay! Oh yeah, there's a lever there, so. Okay, they can also be activated if you use pressure plates. Obviously, any redstone current can activate them, and you can also place a pressure plates on top of it. What's useful using them like that, if you can only walk on them, and then obviously you won't be walking into a room and just jump on these and then jump right back down. You can place them on the bottom, and they still activate, and they will still give out a light signal. Let me see. Slash time night slash, oh wait, time, time set night slash time add 1000, and then shush, you turn off. Alright, see, it's dark. If I walk on it, you'll still activate redstone signal, and you can still see. Even though it's in the ground and you can still see, I really don't care if it's weird or not, because how you're gonna see if it's covered, I have no idea, but I'm not gonna complain since it can help a bit. um, day. Okay, last but not least. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I kind of forgot to add the chest that shows how they are crafted. Now, dispensers are crafted by having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cobblestone like this, like an arch on top of it, having a bow in the middle and a rest on the bottom, which makes a dispenser. If you want to make a dropper, it's about the same thing, but don't have the bow in the middle. Alright, what's the difference between these and what they do? Dispensers, if you add a redstone current, it will dispense an item. Let's see, let me take this. Oh, whatever, it dispenses item. Dispenses an item, yeah. So if I was in slash game mode, 0, yeah, it would shoot me and have like a trap or something. But they dispense items. What can the dropper do? It also dispenses items. It still has the same thing. The only difference between these two is this has a surprised face, or something like that, like a O, and this has a happy face. This is happy. Nah, just kidding. That's not the only difference. The difference between these two is these actually give you the items other than the dispenser shoots you the items, or if I feel bad for my character. Look at it. Savage game mode. One. Let me fit something else. If I obviously just take that off. It can throw use the items too, but if you use a dropper, they will drop every single items. But as you saw, if I put arrows on this one, it shoots you with them. So if you want to make traps, you can use that with arrows or something. And then this one just this gives you them. So this safer, so you can put anything in there and it'll still give you it without having it to shoot at you like this one. Also, I think if you put a, I don't know if it's for both of them. Oops. Oh well, just try it with this one first then. Might as well, huh? Alright, if you got too close to them, I think if you got too close to them, they actually, if you have armor in them, they can actually equip you your armor. If you just get close to it, just equips the armor on for you. So let me just get a dropper this time to see if the dropper can do the same thing. Diamond boots, put them back in there, and then let me just get close to it, and no, it just gives it to you. So that's the difference. This literally gives you everything, while this one just dispenses them. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any more questions about any of these, I'm gonna make separate videos of them, going in detail of what you can do with them, special little things that make that look cool, like decorations or anything with them, or just anything. I'll just keep on posting Redstone tutorials on every single one of these, especially the new ones like the daylight sensor, the Redstone block, the comparator, and stuff like that came out in 1.5. Thanks for watching. Again, please like and subscribe. And I also started playing on this new server. I'll post a video about it too. And well, it's not new server to me, but it's still kind of new compared to other servers. But I'll post the IP in the description. Please go to it. It's a really cool server, and I'm actually post a video about me in the server, showing you my house, showing you my friend's house and stuff like that. Stuff we build and stuff we did in that server. Alright, thanks. Bye, and also always have a great day. Good.